These are 10 awesome tips new players in Diablo 4 need to know about, and we're going to do this in under 5 minutes. Let's get to it. The first tip we're going to start with, once you've gone through and decide what kind of character you think you might want to play, whether it be heavy melee or ranged attacks, or you want to play around with some pets, you're going to have to choose your difficulty. And trust me when I tell you this, go for Adventurer 1. The XP increase is just not worth it. If a mob takes forever to kill, it slows you down even more. So go the first one and just power through the story, save yourself some trouble. Tip number 2 is don't ignore side missions. They offer fun little context to the story. Some of them can actually help you and lead you towards different dungeons, and it's fun bits of information. Tip number 3 is a real quick one. Your money carries over between characters. Tip number 4, don't ignore the ping system. It is super helpful for getting you around the map, and so you don't get lost when you're trying to find those little bit annoying places. Tip number 5 is you can do a free respec if you're under level 10, so experiment as much as you want. Afterwards, respecing does not cost you that much, and once you really get going and you feel like you need to respec a few times, you should have more than enough money to keep yourself out of trouble. Tip number 6 is aspects. Do not ignore these. These are crucial to having a really good build and keeping you out of trouble. A lot of aspects you can get from farming the dungeons. You can also pick them up off certain legendary weapons, so do not ignore these. Tip number 7, if you just finished running around in a dungeon and you want to get yourself out of there, instead of trying to teleport back to town and run back to wherever you were, you can just bring up the emote wheel and go leave dungeon. This is super helpful, this one. Tip number 8, if you find yourself really struggling to make it your character into the absolute chaos that is this game, you go to accessibility options and turn on display player highlight. Just make it just a little bit easier to make your character out and all the chaos and explosions. Tip number 9, don't ignore the altars of Lilith. They can offer you a variety of bonuses to your character, and they're just really good to get. They do take some time. It'll take you a couple of hours to find all of them across the map, but they're so worth it. Tip number 10, when you go into skill assignments, you can actually toggle your unavailable skills just by pressing a certain button. For Xbox, it's pressing the Y button, and helps us clean up all of the clutter of trying to rearrange what you want for your character. And also to discovered for the sorcerers, that's where they hide the little enchantment wheels that I don't tell you about down at the bottom there. So real handy little thing to know. That's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this, be sure let me know in the comments and hit that like button for me. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.